Skydive San Marcos has been here for about 30 years in various shapes and forms. It was originally owned by a gentleman named Steve Van Buren, who still lives on the property. It's grown over the years, obviously. It started out as a little grass runway and one little Cessna. We do about 6,500 tandems a year, various fun jumpers, and probably about 1,000 students, teach students how to skydive. So we're here for the thrill of a first jump as a tandem, and if you want to learn how to skydive, we're here for that too. I think we're large enough to be to have really first-class airplanes and first-class facilities, but we're small enough that we haven't lost that small family feel for a business. We still try to treat every customer on a one-on-one basis. Don't treat them as a number, don't treat them as cattle just coming through the door. We try to offer an individualized experience for each person that comes through the door. Most common reason for people to come out and skydive is their birthday. Birthdays, gifts, anniversaries, life-altering events, I should say. You know, a lot of people, we've had people come out and propose marriage after the jump. We've had people celebrating divorces. We have people celebrating all kinds of things, but mostly birthdays. I think they want to do this for a milestone event in their life because it's just a step to prove that this is the beginning of my new life. This is the new me. Lots of people come out here to try and overcome a fear of heights or a fear of the unknown. And I can take hundreds of people on skydives, thousands of people on skydives, and nobody is ever going to believe me that doing a skydive is not going to get you over your fear of heights. It won't do it. There's a difference between standing on the edge of a building knowing that if you fall off you're going to hurt yourself, and standing at the door of an airplane knowing that if you fall out you've got a minute to do something and equipment on your back to take care of it. It's so far away from the earth that you don't feel a sensation of falling. You don't see anything getting closer to you. It takes too long for you to get there, for your eyes to actually adjust and know that you're actually getting closer to the ground. People don't tend to think of other things when they're skydiving, and that's kind of what makes this sport desirable. It's a very singularly focusing activity. So once you've learned how to skydive and you're jumping with other people, when you're involved in that activity, you don't have time to think about the things that are happening in your life. You're focusing just on that one event that you're doing, so it's freeing, it's releasing from the daily pressures of life. Even though you're doing something that's stressful, you're taking yourself away from the normal stresses of life and giving yourself a break from it. On tandems, when I'm doing a tandem, sometimes if I don't have a video man and I'm not interacting with the camera, there might be a couple of moments in free fall where my mind will drift to something else. But obviously I'm still checking my altitude. But after thousands of jumps, I can multitask a little bit more than most people. When students are learning how to skydive, it's a very singularly focusing event. You'd be surprised how many people can't think about what their arms and their legs are doing at the same time and watch an altimeter. It's like walking and chewing gum.